Hey, what's up, you guys? It's my black opinion, whatever the fuck you want to call me. It's late as fuck. I'm about to go to bed, but I really just want to debunk this statement that women have unrealistic expectations. Okay. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I've never had trouble. Well, probably when I was younger, probably when I was like 18, probably around 18 or something. But, at this age, I have no problem dating anyone. So I don't really know if it's just me. I don't know if it's the dating market. I have no idea. But at least for me, I don't really have problems getting a girlfriend. I don't have problems getting into relationships. I don't have problems doing any of that type of shit. I know people who are way less interested, no offense, but I know people who are way less interesting than me, a lot more straightforward than me. For me, I live a very complicated, very interesting type of life. With other men, they live simple types of lives. A lot of these people are technicians. A lot of these people, they don't make a ton of money, but they are who they are, and women pretty much accept them for who they are. And they're pretty much in long-term relationships. They're doing what they need to do, and their girlfriends love them just as much, just for being themselves. um One thing that's so great about anything, friendship, family, etc., is that, my friends, I don't have to act any type of way. I don't need to give any value to my friends. My value is my personality. My value is myself. Um, so personally, I've never met necessarily, let me see, have I ever fallen into a situation? I don't think I've ever fallen into a situation in which a woman told me, listen, I need you to make six figures if you want to be in a relationship with me. I've never been in a situation in which a woman said, you have to have this many cars, you need to have this job, you need to do this, you need to do that. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm living with a roommate, and I'm chilling and doing what I need to do. Girls my age, a lot of them, I'll tell you, a lot of the relationships that these women are in are based on how they feel, how the man makes them feel, how the man makes them feel. I was at my job the other day. This homie out at my job, he said, and I kid you not, he had his first kid at 13. He also said he had six baby mamas, and he still got a girlfriend at his job. And I saw this with my very eyes. Now, why did he still get a girlfriend? Because he made the girl feel a certain type of way. All right. Women make a lot of decisions based off of their feelings, not circumstance, not this, not that, but based off of how a man makes them feel. You gotta understand that. So, why would a woman have unrealistic expectations when women make the majority of their decisions based off of their feelings. You gotta understand that. So understand this, and I'll tell you from experience. If you have a fly ass mouthpiece, you know what I mean? And if you're at least striving to do something interesting with your life, if you're trying to get there, women are going to have unrealistic expectations. Believe it or not, I'll tell you this. Women would rather, and I was talking to a coworker about this, women would rather see you start from the bottom and progress than have you make $60,000 a year. I'll tell. I always hear in the red pill, yeah, she left me for a bum or whatever. She left me for the guitar player in a garage band. Women, believe it or not, what I've seen is women like the adventure. They want the story. What kind of story is making $100,000 a year, living in a house and doing all that kind of jazz? Okay, maybe when you're 40, all right? But for the most part, a lot of these broads, they are interested in the story. They want to see progression. Women are addicted. There are certain women who are addicted to seeing a man progress. There are certain women who are addicted to seeing character development, seeing a man grow from one place to another. There's a girl who I'm dealing with right now. I'm telling you right now, I make music. This woman is willing to do cover art for me. This woman is willing to do animations in my music videos. She's willing to do um, camera work for my music videos. She's willing to do that. You know why? Because women are more interested in progression than they are just stagnation. A woman would rather have a dude making $15 an hour rise and progress than a man who's making $40,000-$50,000 a year with the same job. I'm telling you right now, I've seen this with my very eyes. And I'll tell you this, charisma and a mouthpiece, I'm telling you this right now, charisma and a mouthpiece trumps all. It trumps all. How you make a woman feel trumps all. It trumps all. You know how many, you know how much women I could get and I'm not rich? I ain't rich for shit. Riches don't do shit. Riches do not do shit. Riches don't do shit. You gotta understand that when you're rich, women are not, they're not in love with you. They're in love with your money. Riches don't do shit. I'm telling you right now. I don't give a fuck. Go up to a woman and say, hey, I'm a lawyer and I make $100,000 a year. You want to be my girlfriend? She's gonna, I'm telling you, I've seen a video like this. I've seen a social experiment like this. Girls are gonna be like, get the fuck away from me. Girls are gonna be like, get the fuck away from me. It's not just about money and status. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, girls' expectations aren't that fucking high. As long as you make them feel a certain type of way and they know damn well that you could progress and you're progressing in your life, she won't give a fuck. Unless you're talking about celebrities, you know what I mean? Like celebrities, like, oh, you're not a celebrity? Like, okay, I don't know if I could deal with you. Actually, there are some celebrities, I think Fantasia, if I'm not mistaken, There are certain celebrity girls who don't give a fuck. Certain celebrity girls who don't give a fuck. I'm telling you right now that I have so many options. And the reason I have so many options is because of game is and because of a mouthpiece. That's why I have so many options. I could date whoever the fuck I want to date because of my mouthpiece. You feel me? So you gotta understand this shit. You gotta understand this shit. You know what I mean? The girl who, in my humble opinion, was the hottest girl in my high school when I didn't have a mouthpiece. Now she wants to date me because guess what? I have a fucking mouthpiece. I know how to fuck. I know how to fucking talk to girls. And honestly, it's not even that hard. It's really just being an interesting motherfucker, having shit that's kind of going on in your life, and being just interesting, living an interesting fucking life, nigga. So personally, I have no idea if women have stupid high expectations. Maybe I'm living in a different world, but I'm telling you right now, if you have a dope ass mouthpiece, nigga, I'm telling you right now that you could date as many women as you fucking want if you have a dope ass mouthpiece. I'm telling you right now, my nigga. So don't worry about all that shit. Women don't have no fucking high ass expectations. If you make them feel a certain type of way, my nigga, I'm telling you right now, they don't have no fucking high expectations. I'll tell you this too, my nigga. There's a girl again. I don't know if she was lying, but she claimed that she was asexual. My nigga, a good mouthpiece would prove her wrong, nigga. I met a girl who was gay, lesbian in a fucking relationship with her girl. You know what? She started flirting with me, sending me heart emojis. Guess what? You know why? Because of that mouthpiece. If you have a good mouthpiece, I'm telling you right now, that shit trumps all. And the reason I have a good mouthpiece is because I always had a good mouthpiece. I am extremely right brained. I am not a left brain motherfucker. All that math shit, all that fucking calculus shit, electrical technology shit. I'm not the best at that shit, but I'm extremely right brain. And I'll tell you right now that when you have a dope mouthpiece, you don't need all that shit. You don't need all that shit. You don't need all that bullshit. You don't. You don't. You don't. You know what I mean? So all the money and the cars and the clothes in the world, in my humble opinion, maybe in 3 years down the line if you're not progressing. But I'm telling you, if you want to get a girlfriend, that shit does, for a lot of girls, that shit does not matter as long as you have a dope ass mouthpiece. You know what I mean? They're gonna see, this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna say, oh, yeah, of course he needs to have a good job. But guess what? Once you have that dope ass mouthpiece, that shit will go away. They're gonna completely forget about that shit. They're gonna completely forget about that shit. Oh, yeah, maybe he could get a job in the future. Maybe he could do this. Maybe he could do that. Keep in mind, I do have a dope ass job. You know what I mean? I lost my job because of the quarantine motherfucker. But believe it or not, I got myself a better job. Actually, I'm working two jobs. I don't even need to work two jobs, honestly, with the money that I'm making now. But either way, man, you don't have to do all that bullshit. Women don't have no high as expectations. They don't have no high ass shit. Your game is probably whack. As long as you have some good game, it doesn't fucking matter. You could get whatever girl you fucking want, my nigga. So that's all I really want to say, bruh. Um, Girls don't have high ass expectations. As long as you make them feel a certain type of way, they'll probably be in a relationship with you, dead ass. So, yeah, that's all I really want to say, man. Um, you don't need all that bullshit. You don't need all that fuck shit. You know what I mean? I got to a point where girls, they just message me, they hit me up, especially when you're about that life. You know what I mean? As long as you're about that life, just or at least striving to be about that life. So Especially if you're right brain. If you're doing some right brain jobs, like, you know, creating books, making music, actors, things like that. That's some shit that turns women on. But either way, that's all I really want to say. I hope you have a nice day, and this has been my black opinion. Peace.